Good evening, good evening, good evening. Today is still Monday, September 1st, 2025. Back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. Liberalism is a mental disorder. Liberalism is a mental disorder. They're not thinking straight. They're not thinking at all. They're thinking with their emotions and not with logic. They think with their feelings and how they feel. There's some feely people. I feel. They're soft in there. Just mushy. And they hate strength. They hate discipline. They hate accountability. All the characteristics of a low achiever, of a dangerous person, of a target. Liberalism is a mental disorder. Malcolm X, the late great Malcolm X, especially when it came to black people, he warned us to beware of the white liberal. He comes as a friend, but he's really a wolf in sheep's clothing. He equated the conservative as a wolf, and he equated the liberal as a fox. See, the wolf, which is the conservative, the so-called racist white folk, when it comes to black people, they show their teeth. And they growl. So you're able to avoid them as you would the growling, snarling wolf. You avoid him because he already looking like he gonna do something to you. He ain't hiding it. But he equated that Democrat liberal, the white liberal, with the fox. See, the fox looks like he's smiling when he shows his teeth. He's not growling. When you see a fox shows his teeth, it looks like he's growling. Or not growling. It looks like he's smiling at you. It don't look menacing at all when the fox shows his teeth. And he's still a turn around and bite you just the same. The conservative Republican towards black people nowadays, they growl and they snarl and you know the racists y'all call them. But the Democrat racist, the liberal racist, that also hates black people, he's the fox, according to Malcolm X. Don't take my word for it. Go look up the speeches Malcolm X gave on the white liberal and how he called black Democrats political chumps. Because we consistently, loyally vote Democrat and get nothing in return but speeches. For the black people, they parade out black Democrat leaders to look like they are for the black people. Because see, look at this black guy. He telling you to vote Democrat, so you know, he black like you. But he's a pawn. He's a tool. He's the real sellout that y'all call me, that black Democrat, selling out the black people. The black Democrats, especially the leaders, Al Sharpton and the rest of them, they selling out the rest of us. See, they don't live in these ghettos with us, these slums. So now we have somebody come along that's trying to make even the ghetto a better place to live. And taking some drastic measures. Drastic times call for drastic measures. And if you haven't realized it by now, black folks in America, our communities are in shambles. After decades of Democrat leadership. So now, somebody comes in and says, hey, we need to clean this mess up, and this is the way we're going to do it. We're going to send an extra cop. We're going to send in the National Guard to help back up the cop to help clean this mess up. And because they don't like the guy, even though it's a good idea, and it's needed, desperately needed in these places, he's talking about sending them. Here comes the dangerous, lying liberal, black and white, Democrats. Say, no, you can't send them in here. Chicago, the crime rate is down. Chicago don't need no, you better not send no National Guard in here. We don't need it. We got this under control. Nothing to see here. Don't send them here. We good in Chicago. Chicago is peaceful. The crime is down, according to the liberals. Liberalism is a mental disorder. Don't believe your lying eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Despite what I'm going to show you, it ain't real. Don't believe your lying eyes. Your eyes are lying to you. Believe what the liberal is telling you, that everything is fine and Trump is the devil and everything he's doing is evil and wicked. We don't need to do this. Hold on.
A deadly Labor Day weekend in Chicago as President Trump continues to set his eye on the city, threatening to send in the National Guard as early as this week. At least 52 people have been shot in Chicago over the Labor Day weekend. 7 of those victims died.
The violence included 3 mass shootings that happened at Haddon in California, in Chicago's Humboldt Park neighborhood, and 2 in Chicago's Bronzeville neighborhood, 35th and State and 36th in Cottage Grove. ABC 7's Jasmine Miner talked to people in Bronzeville about concerns about 2 mass shootings happening within 48 hours.
Many here in Bronzeville describe the neighborhood as on the come up, and they say they're not going to let the violence stop the positive work they're doing. For one woman, that means keeping kids healthy, active, and on the field.
We're gonna push through because it disservices the kids.
Alexis Hawthorne, owner of the top-tier university football youth program, says even gun violence won't keep her from serving kids in need. Their practice comes just a few hours and down the road from a mass shooting early this morning. 5 people were shot near 36th and Cottage Grove near Ellis Park, including a 17-year-old who is in critical condition.
At the end of the day, to have one person that was critically injured and 4 folks in the hospital, whatever the situation was, it was senseless.
It is the second mass shooting in Bronzeville in the last 48 hours. The other happened on Saturday night near 35th and State, where 7 people were hurt during a drive-by. Those like Alderman Pat Howell are taking action, telling ABC 7 in a statement, "I have long asked for additional police manpower to deal with large illegal gatherings and pop-up parties that routinely occur throughout the Bronzeville neighborhood." It follows Mayor Brandon Johnson signing an executive order this week to avoid the Trump administration from sending the National Guard into the streets of Chicago.
Us as people, we can come together and fix it out on our own. We don't need no one to come here and, wreck shack our community.
Others think the troops could help.
I got kids, and I want to see the community better. I run every day out here. I exercise out here. So for the street to be safer, I think it's really good.
But Hawthorne says her football program does just that. Teaching kids a healthier way to have fun.
We're going to do whatever it takes to make sure that these kids have somewhere to come.
Alderman Lamont Robinson tells ABC 7 that Chicago police do have 1 person in custody from the shooting this morning.
See what I mean? The lady at the end. The mayor of Chicago also, Brandon Johnson, he signed an executive order to keep the Trump administration from sending the National Guard in there. We don't need them. Everything's fine. The black lady at the end. We don't need no help. We can take care of it ourselves. After we just had over 52 people shot over just this weekend. Just this weekend. This is an every weekend type thing in Chicago. But you don't need no help. Y'all got it. Everything under control. Right, Mayor? And I'm quite sure that lady that voted for Kamala, Democrat, Trump bad, can't do no wrong, no right. But yet you see the residents saying, we need help. Even the aldermen saying, we need more cops, we need some help in here. Just because she hates Trump. We gonna handle it ourselves. We don't need nobody coming in here ransacking. Say, what? Y'all don't need it. 52 people, one weekend, over 52. Not 52, over 52. They still got to count. Because, see, the day Monday, this is the holiday, too, so it ain't over with. As of yesterday, it was 52, over 52, and counting. One weekend. One weekend. Not the whole year. One weekend. And yet these liberals saying everything's good. We don't need your help. Leave us alone. We Democrats over here. We don't like Trump. We don't care if we need the help. We will die on the sword. We will go down in flames before we allow him to help us and take credit for turning this thing around. See, that's what it's about. If he come in and turn it around and fix it, how would that make them look? That's all they care about. They don't care about the people, the citizens having to deal with it because they don't live in that mess. So they fine. The mayor got security. The governor got security. And people like that black lady, she don't live in the hood. She got money. So, the hell with the rest of y'all. We don't like Trump. That's all that matters. Even if he got something that can help you, we're not accepting it for you. We're determining for you what's best for you. Even though y'all sitting there, I can show you the black people saying, please come help us, Mr. Trump. But that mayor and people like her, that's diehard Democrat, they saying, no, we're not going to let him come help y'all. We don't want him to look good. He's the devil. He's evil. He's wicked. So we'll just rather let y'all keep ducking and dodging bullets rather than let that dude come in here and fix a problem we have no intentions on fixing. She just said we can handle it ourselves. We can fix our, take care of our own problem. I can't tell. Can you? I can't tell. As you sit here talking about you can fix it yourself, you just had two mass shootings within 2 days. 2 mass shootings within 2 days. And she say they can fix it themselves. They don't need no help. I guarantee if it was a Democrat, if Joe Biden was trying to do what Trump trying to do, they'll welcome it. Thank you, Mr. President. We need your help. I guarantee you, if it was Joe Biden and the mayor of Washington, D.C., asked Joe Biden to send in the National Guard to help with the crime, he said no. He turned them down. The Democrat mayor of Washington, D.C., go back and look it up for yourself. You ain't got to take my word for it. Asked Joe Biden when he was in office for help to federalize the troops in the National Guard. Help us. It's out of control. The mayor, the same black lady that's the mayor now, asked Joe Biden for what Trump is doing. She asked Joe Biden to do it. He said no. You don't need it. We good. We ain't finna do all that. No. I don't want to look like a racist. They're already talking about I locked all them black people up with the 94 crime bill. So now if I let the National Guard come into the black community and do what's needed, I'm going to look like a racist. And I don't want to look like no racist. So I don't care if they're in there unaliving each other. All I care about is how I'm going to look to the rest of the world, America, if I do that. I'm going to look like a racist. But see, Trump don't care nothing about that. Call him what you want. Just like me. I don't care what you call me. I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to do what's right. Call me what you want. I'm going to speak the truth whether you like it or not. I don't care. And that's what President Trump is doing. getting called all kind of names, but he's doing what needs to be done. He don't care if you don't like it. And there's black people that agree with, hey man, send them folks in here, please. These folks, they out here acting the fool. I'm scared to go outside. Send me some help, please. Don't worry about what Jasmine Crockett and the mayor and all them folk talking about. President Trump, send us some help, please. I see video after video after video of black people doing that, asking for help, thanking Trump for sending the National Guard in there. Chicago residents asking Trump to send them in there too because of that. Yet you're going to still have these black sellouts coming on here like they really for black people because they Democrats, when you're really a sellout. Our communities need all the help they can get. And right now, we ain't got the help because if we had the help, if everything was what we needed, we wouldn't be in the condition we in. So obviously, whatever you talking about, lady, ain't working. Because it ain't just got like this past weekend. It's been like this for decades. Nothing done. Constantly under Democrat leadership. And constantly what you see here. But because of your hatred for the man that's sending the help, you don't want the help. See, I done told y'all this before. When it comes to haters, a hater don't want your help. They just want you to look bad. You can offer to get a hater out of homelessness, poverty, whatever. If he hates you, he don't want you to help him. Because it makes him sick, the fact that you're in a position to be able to help him. A hater don't even want your help. They're not rational thinkers. Hate, they're blinded by hate. A hater don't want your help. They hate the fact that you're the one that's able to help them. Because they hate you. They don't want the one they hate helping them. They don't want Trump helping them. They hate him. So even if it's something that's going to benefit them, just because it's him, we don't want it. Reminds me of a story my grandma told me about when she was growing up, how racist it was in the South, to where she was she used to work for white people, go clean houses for white people. A lot of black women did that back in the olden days. Would go clean houses for white people. The women would, the black woman, that's the type of work they had to find. And she was telling me about how the lady she was working for named Miss Cooper, staunch bigot, racist, couldn't stand black people. All we was good enough to do was clean their houses and take out the trash, stuff like that. So that's what my mom did. And she said Miss Cooper passed out one day, had some type of medical issue. And the medic that came was black. Whoever that came, the ambulance, whatever, were black people. She said, no. I don't want no N-word touching me. Send me somebody else. See, my mom was black. And she worked for Miss Cooper. And she knew Miss Cooper was like this. But Miss Cooper didn't mind the black people that cleaned their house and, took out the trash, those menial type, beneath her, she looked at them as beneath her. But some black professional coming, some medic, somebody who got a skill or whatever, I don't want no N-word touching me. That's what my grandma said Miss Cooper told the medic. And they had to leave and leave her there, whatever she had dealing with, and had to send somebody white out there. That's how y'all black Democrats sound right now when it comes to President Trump trying to send help in there for you. No, we don't want the help from you. We need help, but we don't want it from you. We'd rather die than let you help us. And y'all call him the racist. Get it, got it good. Bye.